You're sitting there, staring into the void of your own life. The weight of it presses on your chest. Modern dating, endless swipes, ghosted messages, and women who seem to vanish like smoke. You're not alone in this, but you're lost. You feel betrayed not just by women, but by something deeper, something you can't name. Let me name it for you. The betrayal is emotional, and it's rooted in the lies you've been fed about who you are and what you should be. This is not a gentle talk. This is not comfort. This is a blade cutting through the fog of your confusion. I'm here to drag you into the light of truth. A truth. Marcus Aurelius knew a truth Carl Jung carved into the stone of the psyche. You're emotionally betrayed because you've abandoned your own soul. You've let the world, its noise, its women, its expectations define you, and you're paying the price. Here's the first truth. You are not enough, and you never will be until you confront the shadow within. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. You think your pain in dating is about her, about the apps, about the games. No, it's about you. You've outsourced your worth to women who don't know you, to a culture that despises your strength, to a world that rewards weakness and punishes truth. Let me be clear. This is not about blame. This is about responsibility. You've been betrayed, yes, but you've also betrayed yourself. You've swallowed the lie that you need her validation, her attention, her love to feel whole. And in doing so, you've lost the only thing that matters, your own sovereignty. The betrayal of the modern world. Look around you. The world tells you to be soft, to be safe, to be agreeable. It tells you to suppress your anger, your ambition, your fire. It tells you to chase women who don't respect you, to beg for scraps of affection, to mold yourself into a man who fits their fleeting desires. And you've listened. You've dimmed your light to avoid scaring them away. You've silenced your truth to keep the peace. And what has it gotten you? Emptiness, rejection, a gnawing sense that you're not enough. Here's the second truth. The modern world is designed to keep you weak. Jung warned of this when he spoke of the collective unconscious, the mass mind that swallows the individual. Society doesn't want you strong. It doesn't want you questioning. It wants you docile. Chasing approval, addicted to distractions. Porn apps likes validation. It wants you to believe that your worth lies in how many women swipe right, how many dates you get, how many hearts you win. But let me be clear, she doesn't define you. She doesn't hold the key to your soul. She doesn't have the power to make you whole. You've been betrayed by the myth that a woman's love will save you. Jung called this the anima projection, the belief that a woman carries the missing piece of your psyche. You see her as the answer, the muse, the goddess. But she's not. She's human, flawed, and often just as lost as you are. You've placed her on a pedestal, and in doing so, you've knelt before it. The hidden truth of Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, knew this betrayal. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You think your pain comes from her rejection, her silence, her games. Wrong. Your pain comes from your attachment to outcomes you can't control. You've tethered your soul to her whims, and now you're drowning in the chaos of her indecision. Here's the third truth. Your emotions are not your enemy, but your master. Jung understood this when he spoke of the shadow, the parts of yourself you've buried, the anger, the desire, the fear. You've been taught to hide these things, to be the nice guy, the good man. But in burying your shadow, you've buried your power. You've let your emotions rule you, not because you feel too much, but because you've refused to face them. Let me be clear. She doesn't owe you anything. Not her time, not her love, not her respect. The world doesn't owe you a partner, a soulmate, a happy ending. You've been betrayed by the fairy tale that love is your birthright. It's not. Love is earned not through chasing or pleading, but through becoming a man who commands respect first from himself. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." You're distressed because you've estimated her worth above your own. You've decided that her approval is the measure of your manhood. Revoke that lie, now. The psychological war. You're in a war, and the battlefield is your mind. Jung called it individuation, the process of becoming who you are not, who the world wants you to be. But you're losing this war. You're losing because you've surrendered to the enemy your own weakness. You've let the pain of rejection define you. You've let the silence of a text thread crush your spirit. You've let the chaos of modern dating erode your resolve. Here's the fourth truth. You are not your pain. You are not your failures. You are not the sum of your rejections. Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." You've chosen to become a victim, a man who waits for her to choose him, a man who measures his worth by her response. Stop. Choose differently. Choose to become a man who stands alone, not because he's unloved, but because he's unbreakable. Let me be clear. She doesn't see you. Not really. She sees the mask you wear, the role you play, the provider, the pleaser, the chaser. And when you fail to meet her expectations, she moves on. Not because you're unworthy, but because you've shown her you don't believe in your own worth. You've betrayed yourself by chasing her validation instead of forging your own. The lie of modern dating. Modern dating is a machine, and you're caught in its gears. It's designed to keep you desperate, scrolling, swiping, hoping. It's designed to make you feel small, to make you question your value, to make you beg for attention. And you've bought into it. You've let the apps, the games, the ghosting define your reality. You've let the chaos of it all convince you that you're not enough. Here's the fifth truth. The game is rigged and you're playing by their rules. Jung warned of the danger of losing yourself to the collective, of becoming a cog in the machine. You've become that cog. You've let the algorithms dictate your worth. You've let her silence dictate your mood. You've let the endless cycle of hope and rejection dictate your life. Let me be clear. She doesn't hold the answers. The apps don't hold the answers. The culture doesn't hold the answers. The answers are in you, buried beneath layers of self-doubt and fear. Marcus Aurelius said, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. Dig, damn it. Dig past the pain, past the rejection, past the lies you've told yourself about who you are. The path to self-mastery. You want to stop feeling betrayed. You want to stop feeling lost. Then stop looking outside yourself for salvation. Stop waiting for her to choose you. Stop hoping the next swipe will be different. The path to self-mastery is not easy, but it's the only path worth walking. It's the path Marcus Aurelius walked. The path Jung illuminated, the path every man must walk if he wants to reclaim his soul. Here's the sixth truth. You must become your own master. Jung said, "The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown." You can't solve the chaos of modern dating. You can't solve the pain of rejection. You can't solve the betrayal you feel. but you can outgrow it. You can become a man who is bigger than his pain, stronger than his fears, greater than his failures. Let me be clear, she doesn't complete you. No woman can. No relationship can. You complete yourself. You forge your own worth in the fire of discipline, in the crucible of self-awareness, in the unrelenting pursuit of your own truth. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Your thoughts are polluted with self-doubt, with neediness, with desperation. Purify them. Now, the transformation challenge. You're at a crossroads. You can keep chasing, keep swiping, keep begging for scraps of validation. You can keep betraying yourself, keep dimming your light, keep playing the game that's rigged against you. And you will die slowly inside a hollow man, a shadow of what you could have been. Or you can walk alone, not forever, not in bitterness, but in strength. Walk alone until you've forged a soul that no rejection can break, no silence can shatter, no betrayal can touch. Walk alone until you've faced your shadow, until you've mastered your emotions, until you've become a man who commands his own destiny. Here's the final truth. The only way out is through. Jung said, "There is no coming to consciousness without pain. You will hurt, you will bleed. You will face nights where the loneliness feels like a knife in your chest. But you will emerge stronger, clearer, whole. You will emerge as a man who needs no one's approval, who fears no one's rejection, who lives by his own code." Let me be clear. This is not a choice. This is a demand. Walk alone or die slowly inside. There is no middle ground. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." You're not living. You're surviving, clinging to the hope that she'll save you, that the next date will fix you, that the world will finally see your worth. Stop. Live. Now. The challenge. Start tonight. Delete the apps. Silence the noise. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, who am I? Not who she wants you to be. Not who the world expects you to be, but who you are. Write it down. Every fear, every doubt, every lie you've told yourself. Burn it. Then write again. Every strength, every truth, every fire that burns in your soul. Keep that. For the next 30 days, commit to yourself. No chasing, no swiping, no begging. Train your body, train your mind. Read Jung, read Aurelius. Meditate on your shadow. Face the parts of yourself you've buried. Journal every night. What did I learn about myself today? What did I conquer? What still holds me back? And when you feel the urge to run back to her, to the apps, to the validation stop, breathe. Remember, you are enough, but only if you choose to be. Walk alone, not to escape, but to become. Become the man who no longer feels betrayed because he no longer betrays himself. This is the hidden truth of Marcus Aurelius, the truth Jung illuminated, the truth you've always known, but refused to face. Your power lies within. Claim it or die slowly inside. The choice is yours, but you already know what you have to do.